Looking at the SPX, the S&P 500 index on the 1 daily time frame. And this is for an orientation if and when price will get there. You'll have in mind some technical junctions that some people on algos are looking at, and at least I'm looking at as well. So we've got this resistance line. We've had 3 touch points, the first one being on the major high of 16th of July 2024, the second one on 11 of November 2024, a few on the third one beginning of December 2024, and we might later have another touch point. If we get there, I would be careful where sellers might find a reason to put their foot on the gas at around 6,200 or so. This is again a rough orientation because we don't know when it will get there, if it will get there, but if it does get there, it's time to put some alertness on. We've got this VWAP from the major low of anchored from the 6th of September 2024. That's the purple line. We see it after prices pierced it down, but basically that VWAP, that anchored VWAP, was support around October 2024, and as well as on the end of 2024, so 20th of December 2024. And we also have here the Trump gap, which means on the 5th of November, when the market probably basically knew that he was going to win, we had this big gap up. ES futures gapped overnight when SPX opened later. Then it had this huge gap up, and we rallied with 3 to 4 daily bars to create that second touch point on the resistance. We will probably, in my humble opinion, we will at some time close this gap. Question is when. If you can see, this piercing of the VWAP was a bit more harsh than this one over here on 20th of December 24. Okay, so we may also see we either have something like the black orientation, where we might still close that Trump gap at around 5,780-ish before possibly going up again. Or we might be going to that 6,200, and then I would be, again, as mentioned, looking to sell. Also note the 6,050, which was close to the open of the day where the FOMC meeting took place, and Jerome Powell signaled to the market that there's going to be less interest rate cuts in 2025. That created that 2-day low, even on a third day. But then we quickly basically erased almost all of that drop. So this is in summary the orientation. I would be looking if we get to that fourth touch in the resistance, and you see the media being very greedy, the greed factor increasing, and people saying that we're in a super cycle and rising. I would be looking to be contrarian and looking to dilute and sell, even short. Not necessarily in the first touch. We might have a small double top, as I show here in my orientation, but this is an orientation. It's not specific prices to enter. Those will need more information later on if this scenario occurs, and more of a general heads up to what to look out for. If we get perhaps a double bottom, as I show here, under the Trump gap, so this would be also close to the major low of the November 2024. I will be, some bears, and again, the media would be perhaps looking for a crash. But this would be, lower. Let's see if we get to that place, it'll be 6%, maybe 7% below the all-time high. And I would be looking to at least for a temporary rest or rebound. And we also have, last but not least, we look at the RSI. You can also see in this case from when the price basically rose from the 11th of November 2024 to the 6th of December 2024, then we have a divergence because the RSI didn't rise as much, and now we're still not over bought or oversold. We're just sitting there in the middle at about 48, 49. So we can basically go anywhere. This is something that you do not, I think you need to look out for a better spot in the market. And yeah, so either wait, maybe if we get that 6,200 test, maybe that would be another overbought spot. If we get that double bottom near or the below the Trump gap, it might be here in the oversold. Look here in the 5th of August 2024 when we had that oversold. Look at that beautiful low. That's where whoever bought that was a great dip buying opportunity. So we might have that again, something around here, which might correlate to being here, okay, on maybe in mid-January. So look out for those. We're kind of in the middle of the range, and in summary, look for those, either two of those extremes to for a contrarian trade. Do trade at your own risk, and enjoy the 2025. Make it a fruitful